Do-do-do. This is so bad. Da 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 da. Gonna walk into school like I own it. It's a free day, but I'm going to school anyway. Because I'm an a-hole. That's all I am, and all I will ever be is an a-hole. How you doing, Bianca? Sunday school is in session at the church today. I hope that Rudy's paying attention. I find myself worrying about him from time to time. He tends to get carried away with everything he does. Yeah, he really does. It's a problem. A problem drinker, even. Spirit Aura is now playing Black Desert. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wow, 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 wow. How you doing? Wanna fight? Some students have already started their club practice for the day. It's nice to see youngins these days are so full of energy. Well, if everyone's going to be using the equipment, I better get going on some maintenance. You know, because there's going to be maintenance tonight on FF14, so that's kind of a thing. 8-hour maintenance, from what I understand. How you doing? Everyone looks as if they've had a large weight lifted off of them now that exams have drawn to a close. But as is often the case, that feeling of relief can lead to foolish behavior and even accidents. And I'm not talking about happy little accidents either. The last thing anyone wants is to spend their free day stuck in bed with some sort of terrible injury. Ho ho ho! Ah, there's somebody over there! I didn't even notice them until I looked at the map. Looked at the map. There's somebody in bed! It's a male student with no name. That's a shame. And yes, I did mean for that to rhyme. So much food. So much pain. I was so happy that exams were over that I wanted to eat a ton of food to celebrate. You got a tummy ache, didn't you know? You probably ate a bunch of McDonald's. He probably had like 5 Big Macs and 13 quarter pounders with cheese. That's probably what happened. Faculty Lounge. How you doing? He's actually not smoking a cigarette for once. It's a miracle. I can't even be bothered with grading these. I could write a program to do it for me and save myself some hassle. It won't take too long if I start with the code from the image recognition program I wrote a while back. No good can come of this. Indeed. Computers exist to make our lives easier, right? It'd be crazy not to take advantage of that. Alright, time to get coding. Meh, he's a lazy teacher. I tell you what. I see in your face traces of both exhaustion and relief. That's exactly how it should be. Examinations are a chance for you to push yourselves to your limits. Take your results to heart. If you are dissatisfied, you must simply increase the effort you're putting in. Okay. Speaking of dissatisfaction, I haven't seen your instructor around anywhere. She has exams of her own to grade. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Only 2 first years managed to answer every question correctly. Wonder who they could have been. I'm guessing Emma and Machias? Do I expect too much of my students? Maybe I made my questions a bit too hard. No kidding. The last question was especially ridiculous. I guess I'll have to study harder next time. The first years have a remarkably low average overall. Haha, could my questions have been a little too hard? I mean, obviously. Elementar! There you go, sir. Dear me. Dear you indeed. Bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Into the principal's office. Oh boy. What's going on here? I mean, he wears a cape, so obviously capes must be in style in this country. I've been informed that you'll be investigating the old schoolhouse today, despite the fact that I have Cloud's hairstyle. Be sure to make use of what I've taught you in class. Prepare for every eventuality and proceed with caution. Understood? Indeed. I received another report of odd noises coming from the old schoolhouse. Based on what we learned last month, it's highly likely that the building structure changed yet again. Please take care during your investigation. There is simply no telling what may happen. We may even get that almighty game over screen. Probably not, but you never know. It could happen. Oh God, could it happen. I can go into the conference room for once! Holy beep! We're finally in here, goddammit. Student council member. We're just about to hold a meeting. Why aren't we using the student council room, you ask? Well, we use this room for the more important meetings, wise guy. I'm a smart guy, didn't you know? So first thing on our agenda is the pool, and then after that... What about the pool? Are you being a pool expert with me, sir? It's Tawa! Nice work today, Rain. Are you looking forward to the midterm results announcement as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though. You bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use a swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think they also have to discuss Huskers Appreciation Week. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Spend time with President Toa. Absolutely! Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her? No problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. We gotta take notes. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaken hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed, we'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I am a pool expert, after all. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the... hand it over to the Resquid instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. Hopefully they're not Word documents, 'cause that would suck. She's so good at her job that even the upper-class students are hanging on her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into office. I guess not. Several similarly riveting discussions later, the council meeting drew to a close. Thanks for all the help today, Rain. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Whoa! Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. I couldn't even get the mustard stain out of my t-shirt. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all of their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Towa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. I'm a man! I'm 40! I'm not a kid. Rin? Boop! President Towa stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up and gently pinch Rin's cheeks. What are you doing? Sorry. You just looked so stone-faced there for a second. I couldn't help myself. You're a first year. No need to get ahead of yourself. You've got another full year here to figure things out. Wait, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Rin. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. That's a show. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. Ahem. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away. But once we finish, I'll make us some tea. Ha, that's one way to get me to hurry up. Ho ho ho! Rin and his love for tea. Thus, Rin and Towa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. Your bond with Towa strengthened. Do-do-do-do-do. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Thanks for the hand, Rin. You're the council's favorite student right now. Just remember, don't push yourself too hard. Muscle in on Big Sis Towa's territory and she'll put you in your place. Why do I feel more threatened than thanked? Basically means she's gonna whip my ass. That's just what's gonna happen. There's nothing that anybody can do about it either. Do-do-do-do-do. At least we finally got into that damn conference room. Now if we can just get into the computer room, we'll be set. We can go into the computer room, by God! Alright, let's look for the lost archive of the Luigi's Adventure thread. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Gotta be. Where's it at? It's gotta be on one of these computers. Has to, by law. Ba-ba-bum. It's Elisa! Huh? Isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. Oh, that janitor's getting fired. Tomorrow. I see. So what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And you ran off here? How many times am I gonna have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. Spend time with Elisa? Of course! I'm probably not the best person for this, but you need someone to talk to, Elisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Rin. Thanks. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoops, I knew I forgot to lock up. Uh-oh. There we are. We got locked in the computer! Wait, did he just lock the door? Seems like it. I guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... Huh? So it's just Reen and me, here in the dark, behind a locked door. No, Elisa, focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I were arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? You mean the time she spilled mustard all over your jacket? Oh, Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid, and you typically spend the weekends watching episodes of Car 54. See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Elisa. What the beep? What the beep? Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? She knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Meh. Your bond with Elisa strengthened. 500 experience. Reen and Elisa reached link level 3. She gets auto tier. Oh, so it's like a heal. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Bum 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 bum. I really can't let my guard down around you, can I, Sharon? Whatever, I'll let you off this time since you unlocked the door for us. I would undo any lock for your sake, Lady Elisa. After all, I want you to think of me as an elder sis. Stop that, it's embarrassing. I would do anything for your sake, Lady Elisa. After all, we've been together for so many years. We're practically family. We are family! I feel a little bit better now that I've gotten that out of my system. Thanks for listening, Reen. That's what I'm here for. You damn right. Good times. Bum bum into the art room. It's Lind! Or is it Vivi? Vivi decided it'd be a good idea to compete for the highest exam scores. She claims she has a special punishment in store for whoever loses. So now, in addition to exam stress, I'm terrified about whatever she's planning. It's like that time Vegastar got the lowest score on the midterm that the school had ever seen, causing him to quit. Doo-doo-doo. Our midterms gave me a chance to come up with a clearer image of what I want to paint. I'm not planning on submitting anything to contests or competitions, though. So for now, I'll focus on painting for myself. There you go. Good boy. He's painting a happy little cabin, didn't you know? Everyone is running around going on about their test scores like there's something important. But in the end, test scores are merely numbers. And as such, they are inconsequential to my art. That's all she cares about. Instructor Mary is here for some unknown reason. I had planned on cleaning the club room up a little bit now that I've finished grading exams. You can imagine my surprise when I came along to find everyone already here. Truly nothing could make a teacher happier than to see students so dedicated to their work. Oh, okay. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Do. The hallmark room. Do. Lately, Margarita's been putting more enthusiasm than ever into her cooking. Is it because we're done with exams? Well, either way, you won't hear any complaints out of me. They're cooking something. Probably like some freaking souffle or some kind of nonsense. Time to make some new cookies for my next encounter with my darling Vincent. Oh, what should I add to them this time, I wonder? Speaking of Vincent, we need to find him for the side quest. The music room. It's Mint! Tales of Fantasia style. Shit! This flute isn't working. Try blowing into the mouthpiece, Mint. Oh. Oopsie. Guess I got a bit carried away now that my tests are done. Indeed. Everyone's a bit out of practice after those exams. We'll all need to get back into the swing of things. That goes triple for Mint. Why does it go triple? With a beat? It's not fair. The piano! Bridget! Everyone seems so much more relaxed now that exams are over. I'm feeling pretty good too. Maybe I'll try to play some new pieces. Maybe I'll do a Nickelback cover. Speaking of, I wonder what Alan's up to. I think he left for cheese stock. Cheddar stock, even. Nothing relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hands. Especially since I never had much of a chance to play during our midterms. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. You seem pretty happy, though. It's that obvious, huh? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. I'm kind of interested in seeing him play. Spend time with Elliot? Hell yes! Would you mind if I listened in? Oh, be my guest. I need to get ready, though, so just hold on for a bit. Elliot's gonna play the violin, Taylor Davis style. Ooh. Nice. So what'd you think? I'm impressed. I never would have guessed you'd taken a break for midterms if you hadn't told me. You mean it? Good to hear. It seems you're really enjoying yourself when you play, too. I can practically hear your love for music in every note. Aw, cut it out. You're embarrassing me. Oh, by the way. I've been wondering about this for a while, but you're a musician yourself, aren't you, Reen? Kinda. What tipped you off? It was just a feeling I had. I can't really explain it, but it's like I can tell if someone has even the slightest bit of musical experience. The slightest bit is right. I used to play the lute for a while back home. But that's a pretty impressive sense you have. You're really on another level when it comes to anything musical. I think you might be exaggerating just a little. Not at all. Most people wouldn't pick up on something like that. It shows the extent of your passion for music. That's something I respect. Passion isn't enough, though. Not in music. If I want to get better, I'm going to need better equipment. But given the compromise, I can't even ask for that. Bum 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 bum. What compromise? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Currently, Romeo is with Alan at Shutterstock, too. And John? He's hosting a show at his studio nearby, which was built over the grounds of Studio 5, where Mr. Wolf and Billy were at before Romeo took them off the air and Billy got knocked out a window. Again. But it's nice to confirm that you do play an instrument, yeah? We should play together sometime. I've got a lot of rust to work off, but I'd like that. Great, I'm looking forward to it. Fun. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Levelage! Reed and Elliot reached Link level 3. He gets auto tier. Nice! He gets an auto heal as well. Kick ass! Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm looking forward to being able to play alongside you one day. Billy style. Bum ba ba bum ba bum ba bum. It's a music room. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, okay. Ba bum bum ba ba bum ba bum. Is anybody on the roof? Anybody at all? Nobody's on the roof, by God. It's disgusting. You sicken me, sir. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. You know what I'm talking about? Woohoo! To the library. Let's try not to get thrown out. As soon as the exams are over, so too is the library's brief period of popularity. Once the students put their pencils down on the final test, I suppose the last thing they want to see is another book. I got penciled! You kids are getting an F for this. Not that I can blame them. I was no different than when I was your age. Ho 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 ho. So the rain finally let up, did it? You'll be missing it before you know it. Things are about to get a whole lot hotter. Make sure to take care of yourself. You wouldn't want to get sick now, would you? Especially if you're spending all the time in that old schoolhouse. There's no way that could be healthy. Yeah, well... Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Any new books here? Nope, nope, nope. Just the sports thing. The sports empire and such. There's somebody up here. It's this turkey. This jive turkey. Our midterms are finally over. And I had ample room for improvement. Time to hit the books even harder. Dude, you don't gotta hit them. They didn't do anything to you. You're at Bastage. Bum 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 bum. To the student union. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How you doing? Between the exams and endless rain, the sports clubs haven't had a chance to practice together for quite a while. Today their first chance in a long time, so they've all been in buying bread and stuff to eat during practice. They're all so fired up. Nice. Do 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 do. Nothing. Everyone's all fired up about practicing with their clubs for the first time in a while. Hopefully they'll all go and work up a big appetite. I wouldn't want them to go too crazy and hurt themselves, though. Like that Billy character, always falling out of windows. Like a little bastage. There's actually nobody in there. That's unique. You don't see that very often. Now that the exams are over, the cafeteria is getting busy again. Not that I mind. I like it when this place gets lively. Uh-huh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I just hiccuped. 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 Bum 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 bum. It's Emma! Dorothy, what is this exactly? The outline for our next work, of course. It's a pure love story focused on boys who've devoted themselves to sports, body and soul. Don't worry, though. I'll let you join in on the fun, too. You'll be helping me out once I've got the rough draft written up. Her tastes are certainly broad. Apparently so. I was partially aware that this genre is popular with women, but seeing it firsthand is really... Does Dorothy really intend to have me help with this? I don't know about all that. I felt so good after finishing those exams that I was inspired to plan out an amazing new story. Now all I need is to focus on writing it. Cool. Bum 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 bum. Chess Club! You're really something, Machias. You're always calculating your next move. I've got to figure out how to do that. They're playing chess. Wow, he looks like he's really into it. Ah, hello there, Reen. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries, sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I'd expect for just a regular match. Indeed there is. And not just any match either. It's a match that'll determine the fate of this club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students and hacking them off. Ben style. Chess always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? Sure. Would you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm familiar with the rules, at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game even as a spectator. Be my guest. But if you know the rules, how about we play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you two, so come on and take a seat here. I'm gonna play chess. And do very poorly, I'm sure. And that's checkmate. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Machias. I didn't stand a chance. Heh, it's nothing special. My father taught me how to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice now. Apparently, he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. So you were playing against adults ever since you were a kid. That definitely explained things. I used to tag along with my dad whenever he went out hunting, but I never got that good at... stare. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime, after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. Huh, I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair of me to pass judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Machias. Man, am I glad we made up. Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of, how about you join our pal in the chess club, Reen? We'll need as many people as possible if we want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I'll have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. And Stefan and I aren't going to let that stand. Well said, Machias. Then I'll be cheering you guys on. Good luck, Machias. Thanks, I won't let you down. Good times. Your bond with Machias strengthened. What experience to go to level up? That is so stupid. This is so bad. How'd you take my queen that fast? You shouldn't move her around so much. She may be the strongest piece, but that doesn't mean a thing if you don't carefully plan out your attack. Just got you there. Stefan and I truly intend to put the upper-class chess club in their place. Now is the time to make use of everything I learned from all those games I played with my dad. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Bum. Heh. Those tests are of little concern to me. My special charms work just as I had hoped. I have a powerful guardian spirit watching over me after all. Okay. Believe it or not, my grades are actually very good. And it's all thanks to my guardian spirit. Wahaha! Have fun with that. You punk. The door to the student council room is locked, and you don't have the big key to open it. Bum. Do. All right. Bum. Opening the door. This is where one of the quests are, so we'll come back to that. There's people here! It's Vivi! I can't help but love pranking Lynn. She's just so easy. I really can't think of a better toy. Or friend than a twin sister. Uh-huh. There's no need to worry about test results. We don't rank these flowers while we raise them, right? The most important thing is to grow up strong and healthy. There's more to life than test results. We tell them.